Hi BANDEKO, Привіт, bonjour, mbote. Welcome to this video. Wow, BANDEKO, I just want to say thank you. Thank you all guys for your messages, for your comments, for the love that you were able to show me. I really appreciate that. I know many people texted me even on Instagram and all over the place. Yeah, I felt grateful, I felt grateful, I felt thankful, and I felt motivated. So I'm just gonna say thank you guys for really showing me that love. And the most important for us is to motivate others, is to become the best version of ourselves. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm really happy, and I hope that those USMLE series will change someone perspective, or will motivate someone, or will let someone know that you can do it. It's not just about the USMLE, but it's also about anything in life that requires you to put hard work, to come out of your comfort zone, to work hard. So even if you're not in medical school, even if you are doing something else in life that you need to put the work, I just want you to know that by watching those videos, I just want you to know that you can do it, okay? That you can overcome this situation, that you can come out of there stronger, successful. So that's why today I'm gonna talk about 3 things that I was able to take out of this USMLE Step 1 journey. Okay, BANDEKO, so let's go and talk about those 3 things that I was able to take out of this USMLE Step 1, and those things are gonna help us for the continuation of our journey. Let's go. Number 1, I have my phone because I wrote them down, Okay, so number 1, knowledge. Knowledge is important. So what I learned during my step 1 journey, is that without knowledge, it was hard for me to really be ready, or to really prepare for this exam. And there is a quote or a sentence that says knowledge is power, So the number 1 that I want to tell you is whatever that you are doing. For example, let's take the example of the USMLE. If you are preparing for the USMLE, if you don't have knowledge, you won't be able to answer to questions. You won't be able to be comfortable, to not stress, to not freak out in front of a question that you were not able to encounter during your prep, okay? Because when you have knowledge, this is when you can say, okay, I'm gonna think through this question. I'm gonna think through what they gave me, and according to that, I can find an answer that is gonna make sense to me. Because many people, they don't want to learn, they just want to memorize things and just repeat it 10 times, 100 times, and go and hope that, and pray and say, oh, I hope, or I'm gonna have that similar question, or I'm gonna have the same concept. No, knowledge is power. But you will ask me, okay, how can I have access to that knowledge? Number 1, you need to do research. You need to search, okay? You need to search. Go on internet. Look, what you type, I don't know, what are the resources that are high yield or very important for me to study for my USMLE? What are the resources that are important for me to study for my bar exam? What are the resources that are important for me to study for law, for marketings? You go on internet, okay? You do research according to what people say, according to people's testimony, according to what people have experienced. Through those research, you start now to gather your resources that are gonna give you that knowledge, okay? And also, be able to ask for help. There are many people today, they don't want to ask for help. They're like, okay, if I go and ask that person, he's gonna think that I'm weak. No, ask for help. Hey, I'm sorry, I don't know how to prepare for my step 1. I just started. Can you please tell me what are the resources that you've used? Or do you know what type of resources can I use for me to be able to study well for my step 1? Because my basic knowledge is a little bit weak, because I've studied in another country, and it's not the same as in the US. So I would like to close those gaps. And the person will tell you, okay, go on YouTube, search Dr. Randy Neal, search Dirty Medicine, search Melman Medical, search Boards and Beyond, search Patoma, go on Telegram, do that, or go on the site and pay the subscription, $100, $200, and the person someone is gonna help you. And when you do that, and you yourself, when you go, you open the resources, and now you can do the same thing, classify your things, plan your thing, and now you are building that knowledge that is gonna follow you during your process. So please, knowledge is power. I'm repeating that. So you need to have knowledge for you to be able to put that one leg for the prep, or one leg to what you are doing. Whatever you are doing in life, you need knowledge. And it's gonna be hard maybe, yeah, but you need knowledge. It's gonna take time, yes, but you need knowledge. Talking about it's gonna take time or it's gonna be uncomfortable. That's why we have our second point. Our second point is gonna be patient, okay? So you need to be, I'm just checking my phone. You need to be patient and uncomfortable. You need to be patient and uncomfortable, okay? Don't be in your comfort. Don't just sit and say, I just be uncomfortable. What does that mean? Let's talk about being patient, okay? Being patient means you need to trust the process. Let me give you an example. You've never studied for the USMLE in your life. You graduate maybe back home. I'm from Congo. Imagine someone graduate in Congo, or someone in Nigeria, or me, I had the chance to graduate in Ukraine. So, or you graduate in Ukraine. The system, the way they teach, it's not the same way. What the USMLE is asking from you is different from how I wrote my croc in Ukraine, okay? So, when you come to study for the USMLE, you are doing the Cuban questions. You see, you do 40 questions, it takes you maybe 5 hours to do them, and you just score 30% out of 100%. Now you're frustrated, you're like, how is that possible? You come the second day, you study again, you score 35. After 1 week, you score again 30%. You are like, what's wrong? Like, why? But what I want you to understand is that it's normal. Because this is a learning process. When you use UWord is a learning tool. And if it's your first time to encounter those type of questions, you have to learn first what are the USMLE style questions. And so when you are scoring those 30%, you are scoring those 35 or 20 or 40%, and you see people on internet that are like, oh, my average was 75%, my average was 80%, my average was 65%. You start to compare with them, you'll be like, why am I scoring 30%? And you're gonna write on Reddit, you're gonna cry, you're gonna be depressed. No. That's why I'm making this video, to make you understand, like, trust the process. The more you do, the better it's gonna get. But you need to, you are starting here and you are going up, 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 up. So be patient, okay? Trust the process. Just be patient. Every single day, learn. Every single day, work. And just be patient. Trust. After 3 months, 4 months, you will say, wow, now it makes sense. I am telling you that because I was there. It wasn't me. And even till now, I'm studying for step 2. Someday I'm scoring very low, but I'm just talking to myself like, Ibrahim, this is a learning process. It's better for you to miss those questions now than during the exam, okay? When I also talk about being patient, I'm talking about having faith. You need to have faith. You need to have confidence that everything is gonna be good. Because if you don't have faith, what is gonna happen? You will be discouraged. And you won't even be able to keep studying because you say like, oh, maybe the USMLE is not for me. Maybe I'm just gonna fail it. Maybe I won't be able to be a doctor in the US. Maybe I won't be able to. No. Have faith. Trust the Lord. Be patient. Okay, Bandeko? Please. I talked about being patient and being uncomfortable, right? Being uncomfortable is simply allowing yourself to work hard and to be out of your comfort zone. So you want to be comfortable and achieve the result of people that are uncomfortable. It doesn't work like that. If you want to achieve the result of people that are uncomfortable, if you want to pass this exam, or if you want to become the best in what you are doing, you need to allow yourself to be uncomfortable. That means there are days you will have to wake up at 5 a.m. I'm not saying that it's going to be every day, but there are days that you will have to wake up earlier, that you will have to sleep later. If you used to sleep at 10, if you used to sleep at 9, there are days you're going to sleep at 11. There are days you're going to sleep at 12 a.m. Why? Because there are things you will have to do. And you won't be comfortable. No. No one likes that. You think people are happy to wake up at 4 a.m. and study? No. People want to sleep. But sometimes you just have to do that. Because this is what it requires now. This is part of the journey. This is what you need. I know it's hard. But when it's hard, do it hard. That's Les Brown, my boy. He used to say that. When it's hard, do it hard. So Bandeko, be ready to get out of your comfort zone, okay? Go hard. Work hard. Give your best. Because that day when you're gonna sit in front of the computer for those 8 hours, or that morning before going, you will start to think about those 8 months of prep. You say, maybe I could have studied more, maybe I could have, maybe. So the goal for you is that during that day to say that, God, I did my best. With all the strength you gave me, I did my best. Now, I'm just going to apply. And you know inside of you that there's no regret because you know that you did your best. There is no like, oh, I just did 70%. I had 30% more I could have done. No, you know you did your best with what you had. I know there's a lot of factors that can come. Some people today they want to run the USMLE. At the same time, they are working, they have kids, they have wife, they have family. So I know it's hard. So some people they do the best that they can, but the most important for you is to do what you can do. Just do your best. Okay? If you only have 7 hours per day to study, just give everything. Every day is not gonna be the same, I know. But even if today you work for 7 hours and the next day you could just study for 5 hours, at least those 5 hours you gave your best. So I just want you to know that, to be ready to be uncomfortable. Don't say like I want to just be comfortable. I want to wake up at 8, I want to sleep at 9 because this is my sleep schedule. I don't want to break it. But I'm sorry, you will be average. But me, I believe that all of us here, even you guys that are watching this video, you guys are not average. No one is average. Because you are comparing yourself with yourself and you want to be better than who you are today. So you can't be average. Because you will have to be like me, Ibrahim, today. When is today? Is February 25th. So tomorrow, February 26th, I need to be better than Ibrahim that was yesterday, the February 25th. That's how it is. Because I'm not average. But you become average when you compare yourself with people, when you don't want to come out of your comfort zone, when you want to do things the way people are doing, when you're just lazy. This is when you become average. But when you see yourself in the mirror, you're like, I am not average. Because you Ibrahim, you will not outwork me. You, Ibrahim, I'm going to show you that I'm going to be the best that I can be. This is when you see yourself. Let's go to the last point, the third point. You have to know that it is worth it. That knowledge that you are spending days to study, those research that you are doing, those resources that you are gathering, those things that you are putting on the wall, those things, those nights that you are sleeping late, waking up early, coming out of your comfort zone, praying, having faith, being tired, at the end of the day, it's gonna be worth it. You need to have your eyes on the prize. I am a Christian, I'm a believer, and I have my eyes on the prize, on the Lord. And I know that here, I'm just a passenger. This is not my earth. This is not where I belong to. So when we live our life as believer, we have our eyes on the Lord when He's gonna come back. We know that He's gonna come and take us. For example, it's the same thing like when you are studying for the USMLE. Your eyes is on the, I know it's worth it because that day when I'm gonna see you pass, that day when I'm gonna see you 230, that day when I'm gonna see you 240, that day when I'm gonna see you 250, 260, 270 or whatever. But I just wanna say that day when you're gonna see you pass. If you are not a medical student, that day in the bar exam when I'm going to pass. If you study, I don't know, marketing, whatever. If you wanna become a soccer player, that day when they will call me to tell me that contract they gave me to that club. Whatever you are doing, that day when you're gonna see the result, you will say, wow, you will cry. Maybe you won't record it like me, but you will say, wow. Because it's worth it. It's worth it, guys. Eyes on the prize. What motivates you? What is your drive? My drive, I want to make God proud. I want to make people that love me proud. I already said that in one of my videos. I told you guys, this is my drive. I want when God sees me like, this boy is a good one. When I see my family, my people that became family for me, that I just met, they became my family. When they see me, they're like, Ibrahim, you make us proud. Ibrahim, we are learning something from you. That's why I live my life. It's not just about me becoming a doctor, having a lot of money. No, guys. Nah. It's about helping. It's about, maybe because you don't have to. I told a friend one day, like, you don't have to study medicine for you to make money. Like, to be honest. Like, you don't have to go through those USMLE things for you to become rich, you guys. This is a mental thing. Like, the USMLE is not a joke. It's not. You can ask anyone that is ready. People will just see you like studying. They say, "Oh, this is just an exam. Come and study." But it's not just about the money. Maybe some people, maybe your drive is, I want to become rich. I want to become the famous doctor. Maybe, but for me, it's not just that. I'm not seeing those, I don't know, 50,000 or whatever that people do. That's what I see. What I see is like, how did I live my life? How was I able to impact people? To make people that they were around me, they're like, Ibrahim, you did a good job. Oh, Ibrahim, I want to make them proud. That's my drive. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So ask yourself too, what is your motivation? What is going to make it worth it? How Bandeko? So Bandeko, this is what I wanted to talk about today. I just want to say thank you so much, guys, for the love that you showed me in my previous video. Please, I know I don't really talk about it much. I think it's because, you know, when I go in my video, I go in and I don't really think about it. But I just want to tell you guys, please, take the time to subscribe. Take the time to like and take the time to comment, please. And most important, share to other people, because we want to grow as a community and we want to motivate each other, okay? And also, if you have a question, whatever you want to ask me, text me. Put in the comments, text me on Instagram. And also, there are people, I saw a comment that someone asked me to talk about my notes, how I took notes or for my prep. So I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm just gonna explain to you. Of course, the way I've studied for my USMLE is a little bit different compared to how now everything we have. So I have my own way. I'm gonna show you the way I did mine. If you like it, you can take some and leave what is not comfortable for you. Take what is important and add your own, and you're gonna do it, okay? And also, there's also someone, a good brother, texted me, is also asking me to talk about what I could have changed or things that I could have done differently if I had to write to the USMLE Step 1 again. So there's a brother that texted me, was like, okay, can you make a video about what you could have done differently if you had to take the USMLE Step 1 again? So there are not a lot that I could have changed, but I'm gonna also make a video about it just to give you an idea of like things that I've learned and things that I could have done different. So Bandeko, yeah, please don't forget, Bandeko, to subscribe, like, comment and share. And please share and subscribe. Let's grow. Let's share it to other people we see. And also, if you didn't watch the whole journey, there's a playlist. I made a playlist for my USMLE Step 1 journey. I think I talked about a few things such as like my notes or whatever, but I'm gonna make another video about it. But I just want to let you know that I already talked about like my notes or how I was studying, so you would have an idea of how I was studying. But yeah, the playlist is here. I'm gonna put it somewhere here. That's the playlist, so you can go in and watch those episodes and enjoy. So Bandeko, I'm just gonna say thank you so much, and don't forget that you can do it whatever you are doing in life, okay? It's not just being a doctor, it's whatever you are studying, okay? Because you don't just have to be an MD, medical doctor, or an IMG to watch my videos. Because the way I make my video is not me telling you, oh, this is neurology, okay, this is the brain, this is the frontal, parietal, occipital. I'm not here just to I don't know. This is not the format that I want to bring in my video, okay? I'm not here to teach you medicine. I'm here to talk about that motivation part, that little thing for me that I was looking for, I couldn't find, okay? So that's what I'm trying to share with you guys, to make you understand, like, it is hard, yes. It is a long journey, yes. It's gonna ask a lot of things, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of you know, it's gonna be shaky. The road is gonna be shaky, but you can do it, okay? Please, you can do it. If you are doubting, go and rewatch that video. or go and rewatch my playlist, and you will know that you can do it. Okay? It doesn't matter where you are from. I'm from Congo. I speak French and Lingala. Nazamwana Braza. Je suis Congolais, un enfant du Braza. But today, I wrote step 1 and I passed. It's because I want you to know that you can do that, okay? You can do it. And see, there are many people on YouTube. They've done that. Go and watch them. Even me, I'm still just I just passed step 1. Maybe you are like, oh, you just passed step 1. You still have step 2 and other things, residency, blah, blah, blah. But go and watch those people. They've already done that. Go and watch and you will know that you can also do it. Learn from them. Copy what is good. Leave what is wrong. And add with what you know. And you will be the best that you can be, okay? Thank you, Bandeko. And as I told you guys, what we're gonna say, have some faith, papi. Because you need to have faith for you to be able to achieve what you have to achieve, okay, Bandeko? So have some faith, papi. And I will see you in the next video, Bandeko. Peace. Let's go.